Good morning and welcome to the Medeski Stadium in Reading for what promises to be an absolute cracker of a game. I think myself and John Scales are both really looking forward to this one. Two top schools go head to head. Look at the crowd on that screen. There's a good few thousand have come from Whitgift, from the Croydon area, as this is Whitgift School up against Thomas Telford School in the under-13 Boys Schools Cup final. Doesn't get any bigger than this at under-13 level. We're just waiting for the teams to come out, so let's have a look at the teams that have been chosen here today. Whitgift, Sam Long, goalkeeper, the captain. Clay Chapman, number 2. Yor Antwi Bosiako is number 3. Andre Perez de Garcia is number 4. Number 5, Stephen Hamilton. 6 is Ollie Parks. 7, George Ty. 8, Mika Biref. 9, Jamal Musiala. 10 is Oscar Baverstock. 11, Jonah Prembe, with Andrew Martin is the manager. As for Thomas Telford, Joe Young in goal. Ethan O'Toole, number 2. Number 3 is Lewis Fraser. 4 is Tom Phillips. 5 is Jack Sweeney. 6, Joe Mitchell. 7, Jack Broom. 8, Zach Ashworth. 9, Jack Hodnett. 10, Arjun Roiki. And 11, Aman Gill.
Joe Jackson Zacks there, aren't they?
Yes. It's going to be a tongue twister for me and John Scales here. The substitutes: Freddie Green, Yun Finn, Kyle Patel, Felix Cadigan and Zach Sedelmeyer are the substitutes for Whitgift. And Thomas Telford: Kai Mascord, Sam O'Brien, Alex Johnson, Malachi Nasai and Josh Brewer. Well, this does promise to be an absolute cracker of a match. Two big teams going head to head on the biggest stage in schools football here at the Schools Festival. For those of you who are watching the previous match, you probably saw in the interview that we were talking about Sam Riley, and in the previous game in under-13 he actually fractured his elbow 2 weeks ago, and of course, it being a B team, they've gone throughout the season without a reserve goalkeeper, so you really feel for Hertzmeer. Teams are getting ready to come out. Look at that crowd. Oh my goodness. They have, Whitgift have got a 12th man in the stands, you could say.
Yep, I think you'll be surprised by Thomas Telford as well.
Yep, they've
got their support down there in the maroon.
They have got a good following. They've got another match later on today in the under-13 Girls Cup, so they could be a unique double at under-13 level to win the boys and girls major event. Would be quite phenomenal. So obviously the girls team are here, and they've had to come quite a bit further, of course, from the Telford area. Much further trip down than it is from Croydon. And well, Thomas Telford, they've got 8 finalists here. Won 2 out of 3 so far. Here come the teams. And listen to that crowd. This is the biggest match of these young lads' lives.
Well, it's a fantastic occasion for both these sets of players. Both picked up, both schools. Whitgift in the first game yesterday picked up silverware in the under-12s. Then Thomas Telford straight away in the second game yesterday in the under-12Bs.
Yes,
won the game. So can the under-13s emulate?
Well, while we wait for the teams to get ready, sorry, John.
No, it's just yeah, I'm just thinking about the anticipation. It's always great when you've got the crowd in there, doesn't it? It raises the atmosphere in this great stadium to another level, and I think we'll see the players respond to that.
Here is the Whitgift team, Thomas Telford. I'll go through the scores. They've played. There's been nearly 1,000 teams have entered this. This is the big one that all schools at under-13s enter, and Thomas Telford, they've got something working magically at their school. 8 finalists here. Looking at Thomas Telford's wins, I'm going to go through this very quickly. First round was a bye. Second round beat Oldbury 9-0 at home. A 12-0 home win against Blythe Bridge High School and Sixth Form in round 3. In round 4, another 12-0 over Erasmus Darwin Academy. A 6-0 in round 5 against Calden Castle School of Coventry. A 7-1 victory in round 6 against Stourport High School and Sixth Form Centre. A 5-4 penalties win over the Oxford Academy from Oxford area, of course. And in round 8, the quarter-final, a 9-0 win over East Manchester Academy. And in fact, all home matches, they've really had a bit of fortune in the draws here. And in the semi-final, they had to travel away to Meadowhall School from Sheffield, and it was a 2-1 away win, and that was the closest match of them all. So some big results. As for their opponents here, Whitgift School, first round was a bye. Second round, a 9-0 away victory at Bishop Challoner Roman Catholic Sports College from Hackney. An 8-1 away, a 6-1 away win against St Gregory's Catholic School in round 3. Round 4, a 7-4 home victory over Mossbourne Community Academy. Round 5 was a 3-0 home win over Hertsmere School, so the A team of the team that we just saw losing the B team final. In round 6, it was a 4-3 home win over Ravenswood School of Bromley. That was a close match. Round 7, the quarter-final, a 2-1 away victory over Carshalton Boys Sports College. The quarter-final to come was a 10-0 away victory over Ivybridge Community College of Plymouth. And then in the semi-final, a 3-2 away victory over Neame Park Academy of Peterborough. So some big wins, but also some very tight matches, and these teams have had to travel. A away match at Plymouth is no easy game for Whitgift. And we're underway, and already a very feisty opening. This is a good start for Thomas Telford. Hodnett puts in a vicious cross, and the first corner. What a great start. Well, Thomas Telford.
That was Jack Broom, wasn't it, with that crunching tackle? Really, that's the catalyst that makes things happen. And on the attack here, and what a shot that is.
Oh, good start from Mikey there.
Yeah. Well, he took the short corner. Well worked. They weren't switched on, Whitgift. They've started very brightly, haven't they?
Yeah.
Thomas Telford. Good effort there.
Come to play.
They've laid down a marker.
Whitgift School have brought what must be a few thousand fans here, filling sort of the lowest part of the stadium, lower tier, around half of the pitch. But Telford, here's Reiki again, trying to play in Hodnett.
Lovely ball, a lovely touch from Aman Gill, number 11. On the right-hand side. And offside he would have been Jack Hodnett had he got that ball. They can allow play to go on, and everything. The opening minute and a half. Down in the Whitgift defensive part of the pitch, so under a bit of pressure.
Here's an opportunity from Hodnett, looking to chip the keeper, and the goalie Sam Long, the captain, has done beautifully there to just keep that one away.
Great chance for Hodnett. And I think Whitgift has just been hit by a whirlwind, haven't they?
Yeah, they've really come to play. Jason Broom, the captain for Thomas Telford. Lovely 1-2 with Hodnett. This is a really feisty opening from the Shropshire-based outfit. Fans are enjoying themselves. Festooned with PlayStation goodies galore. Gift at the moment, not getting the ball out of their own half. Joe Young, goalkeeper for Telford, slightly miscues the kick. How can you not be nervous in an atmosphere like this? No doubt the biggest match that these younger kids have played in their lives. Garcia just intercepted. Hodnett looking to put a bit of pressure on Stephen Hamilton. And Hamilton clears to his left back.
He does well, Hamilton.
Osiaka puts the ball out.
Number 5 had to cover that well, but it had good depth. No pressure on the ball. Talked about it in the previous game. They're just showing you that there's no pressure on the ball. You cannot afford to step up tight to that and mark that centre forward, especially when he's pacey, Hodnett, as he has shown in the opening stages.
Under 12 Thomas Telford team won the festival here in 2014. So they'll be playing at under 14 level. This is actually won the under 13 and under 14 B team cups here last year. That will be a goal kick. Des Little, former Nottingham Forest player. You told me yesterday you actually played against him a few times. He's involved in he's working overtime here. I don't know if he's on teacher's hours or whatever, but he's putting in a lot of hours with all the teams across the board. And this is just the finals. Imagine it on semi-finals and quarter-finals. I don't know if he's been seeing his family much at home. I'll have to ask him about when I go down there. We have a little wink and a grin at each other. We've seen him. He's busy down there talking to his defenders. He's very active coach down there. Teams that Thomas Telford have had and the success. Here's Whitgift's first move of the match. Bit of an overlap down the right side. George Ty. There's bodies in the box if Ty can get this ball in. Well, that's well defended by the left back there, Lewis Fraser.
Yeah.
Beautiful play, and as you see, Little applauding his left back there for not selling himself short. Ty was relying on Fraser just going for the initial ball and comfortably held that up. Here he is again. Oh, that's a lovely ball already. The left back, 2 good moves. That'll give him a bit of confidence. Ty. They're still trying to get the cross in at the moment. Beaverstock has gone out to help. That's a good ball in. Beautifully read by the centre half. Up to Hodnett. Hamilton comes in with a tackle. Centre half and centre forward clash on the halfway line.
He had to win that header, didn't he? It's offside. Oh, frenetic pace.
It's as good as I think we thought it was going to be, didn't we? When we saw the teams and we looked at the next match, we went, oh, this is going to be good. Our official, John T. Bolland is the referee. Lee Grant and El Kaplich are the, we have a female official on the assistant referees, and Chloe Smart is the 4th official here. Gift bench. Tally lads. Lovely to see a picture coming through from Stanley as well of them going pretty mental actually. Teachers lost control I think for a few seconds there as they won the title, so great to see that tweet. We'll be putting that on our screens at half time. If there are any Thomas Telford people watching this from the school, do send us your tweet. Schools Cup selfie, 3 S's in it. Schools Cup selfie, the hashtag, and it will appear on our systems and we can put it on the screen at half time. You might even win a PlayStation out of it as well. PlayStation 4 of course. Here's Musiala. Musiala shows good little bit of skills there. Goes out left to Prempeh. Prempeh cuts inside on the right foot, but handled well by Ethan O'Toole, the right back. Here comes Thomas Telford. Oh, there's a bit of space there.
There wasn't there, for Jack Broom?
Yeah.
To play that ball in.
Mikey,
one of the strikers, yeah, he was away, wasn't he? Just over hit. Musiala on that break for Whitgift looked good. Moved the ball well, moved his feet. His head up as well to pick the pass out.
Beaverstock, Reiki again, plays it inside. Hodnett fighting for the ball, but cleared by Whitgift. Not too far. Here's O'Toole on the overlap, the right back. Swings the cross in. Hodnett on the end of it. Goal kick.
Yeah, some good little give and goes. You know, you've got to have those runners off the ball. Thomas Telford have got them in abundance at the moment. They're running into space. the man that they passed to really good opportunity to play into that space, get behind the Whitgift back line, try and turn them. Or Hodnett not just able to, the far post, get anything on it.
This is the first time in it's just got a player down. It's the first time in the school's history at Whitgift that they've reached the under-13 final, reaching the under-12s final twice in 2010 and 11, and the under-14s final in 2004, 16s final in 2014. So Victor Moses used to go to Whitgift, who's now at Chelsea. In fact, he played in the 2004 final. Not done too bad for himself, has he?
Done pretty good.
English player playing in the Premier League nowadays has to be absolutely top notch. It has been quite incredible how the Premier League has, in your time, John, it was top, and we were bringing in star players from abroad, and now it just seems to have gone up and up a level every time. It's almost becoming. It's almost becoming better than the standard you see in the World Cup now. Every player is a top player.
Yeah, and I think with obviously the money that's in the game from TV, it just allows the so-called smaller clubs in the top flight the ability to compete with all the European clubs. Bar Barcelona, Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG. But apart from that, those clubs down in the lower reach of the Premier League can attract the players, because one, they want to come to the Premier League. Everybody knows how exciting the whole league is. The clubs have got the benefit of being able to pay the salaries, and we've got an abundance of talent, great talent. And I can see why people say about the World Cup and different nationalities represented.
Telford played the ball over the top, but Long is out for this. It's barring a formality on May the 28th. I'm looking forward to seeing Sheffield Wednesday in the Premiership next year. Those of you who are watching this match, watching us for the first time, have been having a little chat with John over the last few days. Seem to quite like watching my home team, Sheffield Wednesday, and I'm working in London on the 28th in the evening, so I think I'll be able to get over to Wembley in time for the afternoon. Match after its early bit of zing has just calmed down a little bit.
It was bound to pause, wasn't it? A little bit, the intensity.
They were like cold springs coming out, weren't they, these lads? So you could see there was some real energy in those young bones. Now we're getting down to a little bit of normal football. Thomas Telford certainly came out the blocks like a greyhound there. Short throw to Ty.
He's back on his feet. He had a bit of treatment on his ankle, didn't he? But looks absolutely fine now.
Yep. Chapman plays it inside, but gives it away. And here's Hodnett, who's been a busy lad for Thomas Telford. Plays it inside beautifully for Broom, the captain. Hodnett looking for the ball back. Oh, good save from Long. That's a sharp save. That was a good shot from midfield. Here we see. It's nice goalkeeping from Long, the captain.
Yeah, Reiki with a lovely move to be able to get across, get your foot wrapped around and get the shot away on target.
Let's get a better angle. Here's the reverse angle of what happened
in goal here, but it's just that little reverse pull. And to get across the defender, Ollie Parks, like that, was very good.
Yeah. Whitgift with the free kick. They've got 5 up for this one. Played it long. Ty with a volley. That's a beautiful. It's a chance. Oh, well, BRF had an opportunity there. Ty got a great connection on the volley. Shall referee just stop him? We're going to have a substitution, and I think Ty. He's just been brought off after that little injury. He didn't show it in that shot, but Ty comes off, and on comes Freddie Green.
Certainly going goal bound. Lovely strike. He comes off, gets a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Just have a breather, see if his ankle's okay.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad the way he hit that shot, was it? The coach had already committed to the substitution, and may have regretted it. Had Tyre blasted one into the top corner. That was going a
boos around from Whitgift. Ethan O'Toole went down under the challenge. I think the referee's got that one right, but not a popular choice.
We see it again.
There, just pulls him, catches him.
Crowd have got a point there.
A little bit.
Referee's golden rule, isn't it? Always a benefit of doubt to the defence. If there's a bit of a coming together, how can you prove that the forward didn't deliberately sort of just tangle? And I think the referee does the right thing now. You know, I'm sure you've seen decisions like that time and again. And you know, benefit of the doubt. If a forward has just put himself in there, even though it doesn't look like a foul, he's just put himself in a place where he knows he's going to cause an issue.
Yeah. I think the referee got that one spot on.
Mere mortals like myself, I think we're looking always for a foot to be stuck out, but it's not always that case. Here's Sam Long with the goal kick. I'm getting a good education sitting here with John Scales for 3 days. I think I'll be watching football matches through a different pair of glasses in future. Oh, the referee takes one. He's okay.
He's got it well.
I thought he was down then. He's played on, and here's a chance. Oh, well held by the goalkeeper. My goodness, Joe Young.
That was brilliant, wasn't it, from Musiala? Lovely header. Thought he was just going to lift it over the goalkeeper. Fantastic effort. Lovely move from Whitgift. Really is.
Ref's just
both sides here doing well.
Ref's just having a little breaker here. Ooh. Oh, he only hit him on the shoulder. What's wrong with you? That was a Mike Riley with was it Carboni?
Yeah.
Or Di Canio.
Di Canio, wasn't it? When he
that was a bit of a
and stuttered and finally went down.
Oh, come on, Ref. John T. Bolland. Well done, sir.
He's just rolling his neck, making sure he's going to move. This could be close. That's great goalkeeping.
Long completely comes out with total commitment. He's a short goalie, but he's challenging the centre-halves there. Telford moving inside. Here's Broom. Shouts of shoot, shoot from the Telford fans. Oh, they're playing. It's lovely football to see. That didn't come off, but they're just playing the triangles and the angles. Playing the right way. Here's Whitgift though with a bit of pace. That's a beautiful ball inside. He's onside. But what a bad touch there from BRF, who goes down in annoyance, I think, here.
Well, Musiala is causing them all sorts of problem with his pace, his touch and vision.
Yeah.
Great little run into space and release the ball at the perfect time. And here we go, the other end. It's end-to-end stuff now.
Broom in on the box, looks to go far corner. Long handles that well. I've got to say, both goalkeepers look very good goalkeepers here.
Yeah.
They're both cutting down the angles.
It's difficult to keep up with what's going on. Is he offside there?
Yeah. No, it's playing on. Hodner. He's confident enough to have got. That's a beautiful ball inside. Broom with a chance. And the referee points to the spot. Penalty is given to Thomas Telford. And what an opportunity here. Yellow card given to number 2, Clay Chapman. John, let's have a look at this again. What do you think, John?
Stonewall penalty. Gets out of his feet, gets tangled up. Broom wins the penalty. No doubt about it at all. Huge credit to Jack Hodnett with that lovely reverse ball inside the fullback.
Yeah.
Put him in an impossible position, had to make the sort of challenge. Really all Broom had to do was have a good first touch and get his body in front of the defender. Draw the foul.
Whitgift fans are singing Longy, but it's put away beautifully by the captain, Jack Broom. Thomas Telford take the lead here in the under-13 final. They lead 1-0. Lovely penalty here.
He just strokes it to the keeper's right, leaves him rooted to the spot, sent him the wrong way.
Gave him the eyes, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
The angle of the run made the keeper think it was only going to go into one corner, and beautiful little skill there from Jack Broom and Thomas Telford. Well, we've seen from their past results, they've scored goals aplenty. I think all the Thomas Telford teams have scored lots of goals. And but Whitgift are going to be no pushover here, and they've pushed Telford so far. Here's Reiki. Reiki goes down the line, and another corner.
Good defending, stuck at it.
Here's the penalty again. Oh, I love this angle. Yep. Long just sent the wrong way. Been a thoroughly enjoyable match. 2 35-minute periods here. Corner is about to be brought in. Swung into the 6-yard box. There's an opportunity. Aman Gill there was had an opportunity there. And it's 2-on-2 now for Whitgift. If they play that ball quickly, and they have done. Here's Musiala. Musiala is through. It's all down to the touch. Can he score? Joe Young cuts the angle well.
Well, he did everything right. Musiala there.
Baverstock. That's a great ball in. Young just superbly there, and offside is given. Very good goalkeeper, Joe Young.
Oh, brilliant goalkeeping from Joe Young. I think it was Lewis Fraser over on that far side was playing him onside, ran into the space, opens his body up brilliantly. Musiala, you've got to give him credit for the way that he had the first touch, didn't panic, was able to get a good contact, but Joe Young in goal equal to it.
It was a little bit like Thierry Henry there, the way he opened up. Here's Musiala again, the keeper's coming out in no man's land. And
great tackle from O'Toole.
O'Toole gets him out, yeah.
Lovely initial ball from Biereth, I think, in midfield.
Yeah.
Side the fullback, but he got back and recovered brilliantly.
Opening up a few holes in the Telford defence. Up to Musiala. Holding off, this is all good skills from Musiala. He's gone all the way to the edge of the box, and there were players there. He could have actually possibly just played. We'll see on the replay. I think he had 2 players queuing up behind him, and all he needed to do was actually just roll the ball back to one of them.
Well, he's only got one thing on his mind, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he does well there, cuts inside, and I think he's entitled to a shot there.
I'd like to see that from behind, actually, if we can, because there are 2 players just lining up there. We'll see that again in a second. Fraser clears his lines up to Hodnett, who's been very busy, had a real battle with Hamilton. Hodnett comes away with the ball. There's again that run down the left channel. Here comes Ty in acres of space. He's going to have a go at the goal, and Sam Long dives to his left, but it's chipped over him, and Broom scores again. The second goal of the match for him and for Thomas Telford, and that left-hand channel for Thomas Telford has really made a big difference.
Yeah, this is composure in the box. Sees the keeper sort of going down too early, commits himself, and just lifts it over. We didn't go back and see the Jack Hodnett pass, but like the first goal for the penalty, that lovely reverse ball inside the fullback. That time he picked out the perfect pass again. They're getting a lot of joy down the left-hand side. Jack Broom in on goal, and
yeah,
well, 20 minutes, 22nd minute of the game, and they're already trailing by 2.
Prempeh shot and gets fouled. Here's the goal again from reverse angle. Brilliant ball in, and well, here we get to see that Sam Long trying to cover the far post, and that's actually really he's obviously a very comfortable man on the ball. Jack Broom scored a penalty, and that was sometimes you see a one-on-one and you can sense in the body language that the player's not fancying it. Jack Broom, you really felt, was the favourite in that little tussle all the way.
He did. The advice to the keeper, I would say, stay on your feet, make yourself as big as possible.
Garcia, just over the bar.
Yeah, well, I think Joe Young had that covered. Expect him, he's been in great form in this opening parts of the game. Cheer their team on, haven't they, to get back in this game?
Yeah. If they've got something to do now. A tough ask against a very solid Thomas Telford defence. need every voice in that crowd here has come to support Whitgift.
Foul by Lewis Fraser.
Long ball in, and difficult one for the keeper, but he, under pressure, shows a calm head.
Garcia with that ball swept in.
Here's Hodnett.
Great touch. Back.
Very smooth, aren't they, up front?
Yeah. Hodnett, very good first touch that. Awkward, got it down under control. Whitgift being pushed back yet again. A bit of skill. Oh.
Nice play.
Oh. That was Hodnett first out on the far right hand side, and then great piece of skill to get past the defender, drew him in, rolled him, knew exactly what he wanted to do, and a fantastic step over to get in and bearing down on goal. Stays at 2-0. They've got to find some answers, Whitgift here.
Reading a bit of information from Thomas Telford. They twice they played away matches in Liverpool and were minutes away from going out, scoring goals in the last 5 minutes in both matches to take the ties into extra time. To come over, and also they beat last year's finalists St Margaret's, who put Thomas Telford out last year. Well, they beat them 6-2 in the quarter-final this year, so gaining revenge. But there's a lot of ties that these teams play, and we have seen some big scores, but there's been some very tight matches you can see as well in those score lines. The depth of these competitions is quite outstanding. Telford coaches all just discussing. It's really interesting just looking down there. The Telford coaches are all out, constantly turning over ideas, looking to change a few things around.
Push. Referee right in front of him. Spotted that one. Push on Zach Ashworth. Captain.
Hodnett has gone to like a sort of midfield, attacking midfield role. Reike is now centre forward up front. Broom still on the left hand side. It's pretty much a 4-3-3 that Thomas Telford are playing here. Very attacking formation. At the inside line with Jack Broom here. Here's Hodnett. Good skills from Hodnett. Breaks through, looks to play in Gill. And well, that was nicely done from Bolsioko. Eventually, a little bit more by look than design. Ashworth. Ball cleared by here's De Gracia.
The son of Dan Ashworth, the FA Director of Elite Performance. Well in midfield, number 8, covering the ground, and it's the sort of steady holding midfield player. In Broom burst forward on this left-hand side. Sometimes drops into midfield or pushes up. That front three. Closing down from Whitgift. Gets away with it, doesn't he? Lewis Fraser. Nice interplay. That's well played down the left-hand side.
Ball from Broom. Here's Hodnett. Reike is in the middle calling for the ball. Hodnett possibly should have released that earlier. I think he's a bit frustrated with himself there. Again, this left-hand side for Thomas Telford paying dividends again, John.
Yeah, it is. Everything good is coming predominantly down this left-hand side. Lovely little give and go here. 1-2. There it is. Gets the return ball. Releases Hodnett on the outside. And then he should really do better. And that's why I think he acknowledges that as well. There, release it again, and left it too late, didn't he? Surrounded by 4 players, ran out of space. Something that he'll develop as the game goes on and he gets older.
Mikey with the ball. One element that is noticeable is that Sam Long's goal kicks aren't so long, and I think Thomas Telford are pushing up a high line from the goal kicks, and it's paying off for them.
Work from Ollie Parks in the central defensive area. Not the biggest player by any stretch of the imagination.
Gill.
Alongside Stephen Hamilton. Important those two get that good understanding.
Ball up from Prempeh. Here's Bireth to play in Musiala.
Yeah, he's always looking for that ball, isn't he? Just on the inside or the outside of the centre halves. Musiala's pace. No, they've got a chance of getting back in the game. They can release him.
Yeah,
he had a couple of opportunities.
Bireth battling hard with Lewis Fraser. Thomas Telford come away with the ball. Hamilton changed his mind about that, and offside is being blown. The referee, well, that's an interesting play on. I'm sure it was Hodnett who was actually offside who received the ball. Here's Broom.
Bad decision there.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's just left, and Long clears, but, well, that's pretty not the best defending we're going to see today for sure.
Yeah, a sort of sense of relief that didn't go in.
I think they left it to each other in the end. Lack of communication there. We're just watching this on the replay. Yes. I think,
good strike, but it was straight at the keeper.
Whitgift. Yeah, Thomas Telford central 2, holding strong. Broom. Again, this left-hand side paying dividends. Broom comes inside now, goes past Hamilton. Tries the right foot, which isn't as good as his left. It's turned into a cross. Gill. Hodnett is in the 6-yard box. He's got, oh, just too high. Would have had a free header there if that ball had been played lower.
Yep.
Left side again.
Fraser and Broom. Fantastic play. Cuts inside. It sits up nicely for him to strike it, but he just cuts across the ball.
Plays back on. Here's Fraser. Gives the ball away though. Bireth. Oh, what a tackle from... Well, Brett Fraser was the man who gave the ball away, and he's surely made up for that. That's got to be offside, surely. It's play on. Hodnett has scored. Well, I'm watching this from a high up. He looked a good 3-4 yards offside for me. Well, the officials are what matters.
Yeah, I think it's tighter than that. It's Clay Chapman down here, number 2, who's playing him onside, if anything. But I think my initial reaction is exactly like yours, that he's offside. But it was close. I don't know whether that earlier decision, when he put his flag up and was ignored by the referee, played any part. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. But it's a good finish in the end.
Hodnett
Sure, we'll
scores.
have to see across the pitch on that to judge whether it was offside or not.
Well,
I did feel
with just 3.5 minutes to go. Thomas Telford lead. Three goals to nil. You've got to think that it's going to be a massive ask now for Whitgift to get back. Baverstock. Good skills from Musiala, who's worked very hard in this match. Baverstock helps him out. De Gracia goes left. Out to Bosiako. Prempeh. Crowded out of it. Thomas Telford again, and naturally want to go left. You can see that it's almost inherent in their play. Here's Hodnett again. Already got a goal to his name, but beaten by Hamilton there.
Fraser in strongly again, wasn't he?
Yeah, him and Bireth are having a nice little tussle down here on this side of the pitch. Broom, Hodnett, good skills from Hodnett. He's gone past Hamilton, looking inside. Played too far. Gill's looking to come in on the back post, cleared by Bosiako. Prempeh on the left, lovely skills from Prempeh, but that's superb play. Ethan O'Toole. Let's have we've got another camera here. Maybe we get a view of this as being the offside. So this is, but now we're just going to look. He's standing offside. If we can just keep playing this. Well, to me,
no, he's offside from if you're looking at Hamilton in the middle.
But you think the
fullback?
Yeah,
so it's difficult. You can't tell from that.
No. Okay, fair enough.
That was a great attack again from Thomas Telford, wasn't it? Broke away, and that all started with Tom Phillips showing great composure just on the outside of the box. He just put his foot on it, pulled it back, and then played back in again. He is again, just showing great composure.
Baverstock fighting hard for the ball. Good play from Oscar Baverstock into Biereth. Telford have got bodies back. They had 7 men in that little square there in front of goals. If we had our match of the day graphics here, we could just draw a little square there showing how many men they had congregated in front of goals.
Lucky. Yeah.
Lewis Fraser. And Telford, of course, it's almost they had 4 men up front on that move. They really are leaving men forward. They've got a lot of confidence in their defence. Strange formation at time. It is 4-3-3.
Yeah, I don't think the ball went out there. I think that's the problem for Biereth. It is a free kick.
Yeah,
he picked the ball up before the ball had gone out. Right over there, yeah.
Click on for Hodnett. And
well there, didn't he, Ollie Parks?
Yeah.
Did what he had to do.
2 minutes additional time, sorry.
Pressure from Reiki, who's had a good first half.
I took a little...
They're delighted with the first half performance, aren't they?
Yeah. Being clinical. The chances they've had in front of goal.
Yeah.
They obviously practice this. It is something that I've heard from Thomas Telford coaches, the girls' coach as well, that it's not luck, it's down to practice, and you can see that their forwards do have a lot of time with the ball in front of goal and practicing scoring.
All right, very quickly, we're looking for people to send your home at the crossbar challenge over here.
BFF battling away there, but well, Lewis Fraser's having a wonderful game at left back. They are trying to attack down the right a lot with Whitgift, and he's snuffing it out. Good play from Baverstock as well. De Gracia. Free kick is given against De Gracia.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky, I think, there. They got themselves into trouble. Here's the first challenge, and it all gets a bit messy.
Possibly the first challenge was the one where he really
maybe so.
He came in pretty uncontrolled, and could have been quite a nasty little injury, knee into the stomach. Here's Hodnett. Hodnett had an opportunity. Brooms free on the left. Hodnett has played him in. One person appeals for handball, but referee says no way. Here's Broom again. 2 goals to his name already. Chapman, who's got a yellow card to his name. And the referee says that'll do for the first half here at the Medeski Stadium. A wonderful first half for Thomas Telford. What a way to start. 3-0 they lead going in here at half-time. The coaching staff for Thomas Telford. Well, Andrew Martin, Steve Kember, John Bailey and Sally Kibble for Whitgift. John Arnold, Des Little and Steve Plant for Thomas Telford will have their words of wisdom at half-time. They go and drink their orange juice or whatever else is in there. Here's the replays, summary of the first half. First goal.
Well, what about that for a ball? Fantastic. Broom draws the foul from the fullback, gets the penalty, and look at that for composure, just putting it away with such ease, confidence, and it went on, I suppose, and bore that out. Again, it's that man again, Jack Hodnett with a lovely ball inside, Broom onto it, and again showing great composure just to take his time, wait for the goalkeeper to commit himself. He dives to his left, looking to cover that far post, and a fine finish. Broom second, and it really put Thomas Telford in complete control of this game. It mustn't be underestimated the impact that Jack Hodnett had, and then that was the angle to see whether he was offside. There was a real question mark over the official on this side. The ricochet over the top, and again with his left foot, great composure to put this tie, well, firmly in their hands at 3-0. Looks very good for Thomas Telford. Very difficult to see a way back for Whitgift, but I know the Whitgift coaches down there will be talking to them at half-time, saying, look, you get a goal back and change the momentum and the tide. You're good enough to compete on level terms with this team, but you need to score early.
Great summary, John. A half-time score here. Thomas Telford score 3, Whitgift score 0. What a first half for Thomas Telford. We're going to put some tweets up using the hashtag Schools Cup Selfie. Winners get a PlayStation PS4. Not bad going, is it? We'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back. Just looking at some of those Twitter pictures on the screen as you were probably at home. Lovely to see so many of you posting. Here we are for getting ready for the second half. Thomas Telford, job done in the first. 3 goals to the good. It has been a wonderful performance from them. Referee Jonty Bolland will get us underway for the second half here. Whitgift kicking from right to left.
Oh, I'm just wondering what Whitgift would have said. Steve Kember, coach there, I know well, player. Wonder what he would have said to the players.
Yeah,
I think they've got to get the numbers forward, take maybe a slight risk at the back. It's difficult with Hodnett in the form that he's been in, but I think they've got to push up and squeeze up and put Thomas Telford under a lot more pressure, higher up the pitch. Well claimed, isn't it, by Joe Young? I mean, he's been outstanding. He really has.
I was about to say that whenever they've looked like threatening, he has been in there to sort it out. And that's what you want from a goalie, isn't it? That
well, he looks professional. He looks, you know, how he walks around the box, how he rolls the ball out, how he, you know.
Yeah. And this is under 13.
Under 13. He's got a wise set of head on his shoulders.
Hodnett uses his body there. He's through Hamilton. Hodnett's got a chance. Toe poke back to Reiki. Reiki plays it back and over the bar. Good play there from Hodnett, who used his physicality there on.
Well, I was glad he stayed on his feet here because he could have gone down under the challenge, I think, from Hamilton.
Yeah.
Good strength there.
Parks goes down.
When he goes past Hamilton, lovely step in here, and I thought Hamilton had taken his legs away and it was a penalty, but he stayed on his feet, wanting the goal, which is admirable. Then the setup here.
Yeah, just a bobble beforehand, isn't there? It is a. I was out on the pitch a little bit earlier. No, there's definitely a few. You know, it has been played on a lot. This pitch. We are coming towards the end of the season. There's certainly a couple of areas there.
Well, the groundsman's on holiday, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, he will be. This is the time, the only time.
Here we go again. This is the reverse angle shot. I do like this shot sometimes. You really get to see good goalkeeping from Sam.
Yeah, he stood up well. Stood up well, didn't he? And just leaning back, a little bobble maybe.
Yeah, we'll give him benefit, I think.
I think the groundsmen get a holiday, actually. I mean, they're paranoid about that pitch. We were talking about that, weren't we? I don't think it was on air, was it? We were just talking about the different grounds and the groundsmen. I've come across them.
I bet you have, yeah.
Oh.
They don't have a wife, they just have a pitch.
Yeah. Guard it with their life, don't they? Nurture it.
Some of the quality of the pitches, though, you know, it is wonderful to see Premiership pitches when certainly some of the pitches you must have played on in your day, John.
Well, they've got better and better.
Incredible, aren't they now? You almost can't tell. Like, I was looking at the Manchester City Academy. You can't tell the difference really between 4G and now. You go down there and you touch. Is this soil or is this artificial? And it looks as good as 4G, but actually it is grass and soil.
Yeah.
Hunt's offside. That one's given, and yes, referee's going to have a word here because there's no doubt when you're 3-0 up, just 30 seconds of the ball being looked for, and the ref says, "Why are you doing that? Come on. Next time you'll be in the book."
Like the way the referee made sure he got his angles right to show the crowd that he was saying with his arms out wide, "Why are you doing that?" Try and quell the discontent in the stands here. Look, I saw it. I had a word with him.
Oh, Red, you've been a very good psychologist. Long ball. That is a long ball from Sam Long as well. All defended by Telford. The back two for Telford have, and here's Hodnett through again. Putting in work. Hamilton's closing him down.
Hamilton's had to do some mileage, hasn't he? Tracking around the pitch. He's stuck in his task well, though.
So he was wondering where his left back had gone. Well, there he is. Antwi Bosiako. Yes, there's no contact there at all. Thank you, Mr. Director, for just proving to the people in the crowd that I'll give him 5.8 for that one. But that's been one of the key players. I think him and Broom have really stood out for Thomas Telford as being the sort of prime reason that we have the scoreline as it is. Not between the teams other than those two players up front who really call from behind there. 5, Jack Sweeney shirking away from the ball. Joe Young. Clearance.
Where Musiala needs to be right on the shoulder of the centre half.
Baverstock. Control from Freddie Green, number 14.
Well, Lewis Fraser on the ball now, the left back. Out for a throw in, typical.
Well done, John.
Embarrassing me.
1-1 so far this week. Latest curse gives us a giggle. Pretty much they're on the starting lineups except for Freddie Green. Up there, number 14 in white is the due to have come on in what was a quiet first half. Expect to see quite a few subs in this second half for sure. Green gets challenged from behind. Whitgift get a free kick.
Yep, shove in the back.
Tom Phillips. Andre Perez de Gracia. I keep thinking it's De Garcia, and I do apologise if somebody has made a mistake in the administration. Gracia is not a common word, but if it is Garcia, then many apologies. But the team sheet does say De Gracia, so we will stay with that. It's out to Bosiako. Swings it in with the left foot, and Joe Young has read that beautifully again. It just seems to be a little bit one step ahead of some of the players around him, reading the game.
He's got great maturity.
Good kick as well. That's a strong kick. Sometimes it's hard. You have to pinch yourself. You've got to think these kids are 12 years old. This is a wonderful turn from Hodnett. Plays in Reiki. Reiki's got a chance here. And offside.
What a shame. It deserved.
Yeah.
For the flag not to be raised almost. I think it's very tight. He's probably just got it right. But
let's have a look at this again. Here we go.
Well. So he's not offside, babe.
No.
Look at that.
He's onside.
Well onside.
Linesman's probably just watched it on the big screen, perhaps out the corner of his eye.
I hope so.
Our output is being shown on the big screen here. I think they have rules at Premier League level. You're not allowed to do sort of replays which might whip up the crowd.
Yep. We'll have a video for him for after the game ready, prepared, won't we?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll
Take him through it.
I'll send the report down later. Good overlap here from Ethan O'Toole on the right-hand side for Thomas Telford. A little bit of shenanigans in the corner there, and Thomas Telford will get the free kick.
Well, it was pulled back. Ethan O'Toole, it was blatant. I mean, I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, the crowd don't like it.
Watch O'Toole just get pulled back here.
Whitgift is a
Just a
rugby
touch,
plane.
yeah.
Here we go. Just need to speed this up a little bit.
Well,
The
here we
move.
go. So
Yeah,
he has a
here we
touch
go.
there.
There you go. Right, we're refereeing the lines. We're having a little chat now.
It's about that
Okay.
offside decision. They've heard us. Somebody's
Did you see the big screen? Can you believe what you're doing? Well, that's the corner where all the Whitgift fans are. If they are a strong rugby playing nation, rugby playing school, have been more suited to the 15-a-side. Very well at rugby as well, Whitgift. The referee is calling one of the Thomas players half the length of the pitch. Well, there's going to be a little bit of a yellow card here for
like Ashworth.
somebody. Number 8's being called.
No,
And now
he's the captain, I think, Zach. Saying, I need one of your teammates over.
Somebody's stopped the clock here. Referee's definitely going to his pocket. He's called the number 8. Number 2. Okay, so this could only have been for a little bit of lip.
Oh,
well, there's a push afterwards. Okay, fair enough. Sure, that's worthy of a yellow card. I can only assume
Well,
there was a
I
little
think
bit
it's
of.
worthy of a yellow card. I don't think it's worthy of stopping play for 5 minutes.
Well,
Being dealt with.
Thomas Telford played short.
Oh.
Hot, and it's a goal. It's scored by Jack Sweeney. And that was that caught Whitgift cold, and the Thomas Telford team. Yes, that's not really very sporting, is it? They go over to the Whitgift fans and applaud. The Whitgift fans are giving them a bit of grief here. Here's the replay of the goal. In at the near post, and Whitgift just caught a little bit fast asleep here. You know, who's on the near post? That's criminal defending, really, John, isn't
Well,
it?
it is bad defending. You've got to have somebody zonal, you know, especially with the ball like that, like a corner. You have somebody marking the near post just so that it blocks out that one that goes along the ground. That's just defensively not being set up and switched on.
Jack Broom, who's got hopes of a hat-trick. Those hopes may be dashed for the moment, because two-goal captain. Here's the reverse angle here, and massive gap at the front.
Yeah, he does well to finish it, but that's a basic error from the setup, from the set piece.
Josh Rohrer is on, and Jack Broom, the captain. 2 goals to his name. Departs, and Hodner to again, still looking as sprightly as the first minute.
Or Jack's to score. We've got Jack Broom with 2, Jack Hodnett with 1, Jack Sweeney with 1.
Good spot, yes.
Zach now.
Mikey, just a little nudge on Ollie Parks. All the Whitgift faithful have come around the M25 and along the M4. That's an awkward ball, but well shepherded. They're determined to have a bit of fun today. The result will not be going their way. There's been nearly 1,000 teams have entered this competition and have made it through to the final. They've obviously played some incredible matches getting here. And and here's a bit of space for Hodnett. Sam Long clears and being right-footed. Put it out. Interesting, he's wearing number 13 on his back. I just wonder if there's been a change of goalkeeper at half-time. He's a very similar stature. It looks very similar. We've not been told these things, but we typically don't get to hear these things. But he's wearing number 13, so if that is Felix Cadogan, apologies, who's listed as number 13 on my sheet in front of me. These things tend to sometimes happen in schools football, where we're the last to know what's going on in terms of shirt numbers. It's quite fun sometimes when you get a shirt number out there that's not even on your sheet.
Yeah.
That can make it interesting.
Goalkeeper, look, getting them all out, push out, push out.
Yeah.
Young.
Whitgift, here's Musiala, who's worked hard trying to Go around Sweeney, the goal scorer, and he does so. Good ball in, and Young again handles that comfortably. Nice skills here from Musiala. Little shimmy. Sweeney went for the challenge. Yeah, Young's already a yard off his line there, taking a bit of a gamble. Back to O'Toole. Substitute Rohrer. Musiala. Musiala's going to pull the trigger straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Jack Young, who, with an eye on the clock, I don't think he needs to worry about the clock, to be honest. There's a little amateur dramatics dive after every catch these days. Here's Musiala again.
Oh, good tackle.
Sweeney, solid tackle this time. Looks to play Hodnett in on the long ball. Well, 22 minutes to go. Musiala. Battled and battled, but today is not being Whitgift's day. Lovely cross-field ball to Gill. Van Gill with Clay Chapman on him. It's gone out to the left side with Broom having departed. Gill again receives the ball. Chapman clears. 3 more matches to come today. Shenfield High School against Stretford Grammar School. That's the trophy we're playing for. That's in the under-14 Small Schools Cup for teams with 65 or less pupils in their year. Great idea to have that competition. Yeah. Well, idea that is. They should almost do the same at international football, shouldn't they? Small countries World Cup for countries with less than sort of 5 or 6 million. Here's a lovely ball forward. Here's a chance for BRF. Oh, save from Young. That was a good shot. And well, we'll see a replay of this, I'm sure. The crowd appreciating that one.
Great save from Joe Young. Great follow-up from Jack Sweeney to clear the danger. What about this for a touch? Fantastic from BRF. Gets his shot away and fine save. Fine save.
Superb. He made it actually look a bit easy. That was going towards the corner. That was a top save. Joe Young. I did say in the last match it was about time we had a goalkeeper as a man of the match. We never know.
No, I want to sort of give it to him. Jack Broom and Jack Hodnett are in there as well in the frame.
Yeah.
Difficult one. I've just been thinking about it. Still some time to go.
Yep, still plenty of time to go. Here's Reike, who's shown a bit of pace. Oh, lovely skills. Done. What a goal. Wonderful turn from Arjan Reike. Thomas Telford lead 5-0. Game over. Simple ball upfield. And Whitgift, who so nearly scored just 30 seconds ago. What a turnaround this is. The difference from, well, 4-1 to 5-0.
Feel for Stephen Hamilton. He's battled away at the back there all this game. Been put under a lot of pressure at times. I thought missed his opportunity. The ball might ricochet away from him, but it falls nicely for him. He keeps a really calm head and finishes it with great aplomb in that far corner.
Yeah.
Very, very neat and tidy finish. Composed. Make some changes.
Sam O'Brien is on, and Tom Phillips comes off. And also coming on is Malachi Nusai. And that looks like Amango going off there. For 11. Time now to a few players out. We come towards the well, there's still 18 minutes to go. It's been a thoroughly comprehensive victory here for Thomas Telford. Now it's a question of can he score a few more goals and a few more players. Let's get on the score sheet. Whitgift have pushed players up here. Here's Musiala. Go all himself, plays it out to Chapman. To Ty on the right. Didn't notice George Ty coming back on. Must have happened a bit earlier, off camera. Only Parks with the header. Push from behind from De Gracia. Substitute, Malaki Nasai. Telford fans are enjoying themselves. Looking below me, the Whitgift fans are trying to get a little bit of excitement going. Good luck to them. They're having a day out. No lessons, let's have a bit of fun. Well done, lads. Comes Reiki again. Looks to play in. Gora on the right. It's pass. Ciala. Just sort of off that ball there.
He's played well, Jack Sweeney. What's got past him, has it?
No.
They're just switched on. The whole group of players is very, very switched on. That's the Whitgift bench. They're just looking intelligent bunch of players, football-wise. When I say that, I mean that they see situations developing. They're always on their toes. They're always looking around them. So they're always that sort of half yard ahead. Very bright and alert for this final. Preparation's been fantastic and paid dividends with 5 goals they've scored.
Yeah. Telford coaching staff looking quite relaxed down there now. I know the job is done. Looked offside and Hodnett was offside.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, wasn't it? Because it was a lovely little give and go. He's worked hard. Kept going the whole game. Yeah, closes it down. And closes it down again. That's onside.
Yeah, it wasn't that incident.
It wasn't that one, was it?
Yeah.
It was this ball here. This is a brilliant ball, and he's onside,
Oh
isn't he?
my goodness, he is.
See why the linesman's given it at that speed, can't you?
Yeah. It certainly looked to my eye that he was offside by a fair margin, but if we'd have stopped it there, I think we could have said that he actually played that really well and managed to stay on. Tell you what, this linesman on the near side must be hating us showing these replays.
Yeah, I know. Having this sort of at this level and scrutiny, I don't think he was expecting it, was he?
No.
You've got your card marks. No, I can understand that decision there. Critical before, but easy job. Get me down there. Million years. Whoa, hey.
Oh, nice move, ref.
It was, isn't it?
He's been doing a bit of that capoeira training in other weekends. You didn't expect me to say that, did you?
Brilliant.
Martial arts of Brazilian movement with non-contact as well.
That's not much fun.
I know. My wife would be proud I got that into the conversation somehow today. It wasn't
Was
my
that the
chosen
secret code.
Yes, it wasn't my chosen word of the day that I had to get into commentary. Oh dear, don't like playing those games. I think it's
it's dangerous.
It is dangerous, and I think it's also a little bit you know, sort of
Unprofessional.
lack of profession.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But to concentrate on the job. But if capoeira was my word of the day, then I'd have scored a lot of points. Gift shot there from Musiala, who's looking for a corner, but It's just not been his day. I've got to say, he has worked very hard. He's
Yeah, he
not
has.
had a lot of support. He has had to get his head down on more than a dozen occasions. Yeah, you know, he's looked up. There's been nobody there to play to.
No, I think on another day I can see why they've reached the final. I really can. Biereth I've been very impressed with.
Yeah.
Musiala, throughout that George tie, he's kept at it all the way through. Hamilton, Gracia, they all have, you know, Sam Long in goal. But the difference has been that they've been up against a team really hit the ground running from the moment they kicked off, and I think that was the clear signal from the coaches. Start this at the intensity that kills this game off.
Yeah.
Puts you on the front foot. That was the most impressive thing, that first 3-4 minutes. They've really kept the level throughout the game.
Gura, he's got a man in the box if he can find him, but Hodnett throws his arms up in despair there, 'cause he had a little bit of space, a good ball. He'd have had a clear header. Wasn't to be. The subs looking to come on here for Thomas Telford. Kai Mascord and Alex Johnson. Same for Whitgift as well. We're just talking to our fourth official here, Chloe Smart. On shortly. Here's an opportunity. Reiki looking for his second goal.
He realised he had to take it quickly. He was coming under pressure. The full-back here.
Played out nicely by De Gracia. Ciala. Watered, trying to play the ball through the legs. And Brewer gets his head down. Multiple substitutions now below us. 12 and 15 coming on. Ewan Finn and Carl Patel coming on for Whitgift. And number 3, Yo Antwi Borsiako. And number 2, Clay Chapman. So the two fullbacks come off for Whitgift. It's 10 minutes to go here in this under 13 final. What a cracking result this is for Thomas Telford. You really have, I think, if you're going to sort of name your #1 school in the country at the moment, you just have to look at the results, and these guys are doing it at all levels, and even in some of the matches where they've not made finals, and looking at the under-12s a bit earlier, they had a very competitive semi-final, and speaking to the coaches down there, they said that, you know, the match against Telford was probably their toughest of all. So,
well, no wonder he's getting a pat on the back. Jack Sweeney, everybody down there on the bench, been fantastic in this game.
yeah. Is that time to give you your 5-minute warning?
I know. The sigh.
It's the bit you look
Sigh
forward
is
to.
the bit I just read. Ashworth at the back. He's gone back from midfield to take the place of Jack Sweeney. I mean, Jack Sweeney is definitely in my thoughts.
More substitutions below us as well. While you're thinking this,
Oh, it's difficult.
it's Zach Sedelmeier and Ewan Finn. We already had number 15 come on a second ago, so might have 2 number 15s out there. It wouldn't be the first time. Here's number 16 coming on. 15 come on just a second ago as well, so keep an eye out for that. The match sort of just, well, it started with an absolute, like a firecracker. It's definitely dying with a little bit of a whimper here, because Thomas Telford have been so precise, so almost surgical in their approach. They've been so good at finishing. That's been a real difference. Here comes Biereth, who's looked superb. That's a wonderful tackle there from the number 6, Joe Mitchell. Here comes Rohrer. Side. Dan O'Brien all away there. Parks again. Is it upfield? Musiala still battling away. Gone to 3 up front. Here's BRF. BRF turns once into Musiala. Wants the ball back quickly. Musiala finds.
Oh, unlucky.
Finds Finn, but there was an offside flag up as well. The referee said, "Let's play on." Nice little skills here from Whitgift, as you say. They're definitely a good team. There's no doubt about that. You don't get to a final like this without being a good team. Hodner looks up, plays an early ball. He sees there's an extra man now at the back post. Well cleared. So, John, what do you think? Looking down a few names, yes. There's
Tough decision.
there's
Another 20 seconds.
yeah, I'll give you a few
64
seconds.
minutes
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll have a little meander here. Like, certainly for Whitgift, you know, I really like BRF. Musiala's worked so hard.
worked
Just
so hard,
had
hasn't he?
nothing in return.
No.
And De Gracia as well has been, very good. He's been playing that centre half, but coming forward quickly and sort of, half defensive midfield, and then sometimes slotting into the back four.
Yeah.
With Thomas Telford, Joe Young, he's a great goalie. I think we're going to see a lot more of this kid. He's the level he's playing at. We've seen. He could be easily be in the under-16 final.
Yep.
He's really an accomplished keeper, reads the game so well. But then, as you say, Jack Sweeney scored a goal as well, has cleared so much up at the back. The man coming on, Jack Broom, the captain, he's been a little favourite for me, for sure, and here he is coming back onto the pitch now.
No, he's coming back on.
And Jack Hodner is going off, who is possibly the other person that
Yep, he's in my mind.
you would miss. And Arjun Raiki, he scored a goal, he's been involved in a lot of moves. Those are the names that have jumped forward for myself. And I'm not the ex-Premiership in England player.
No. No, I can't split it. I really can't split it. Tell you who I'm
Have a think.
torn between is Jack Hodnett and Joe Young. And Jack Sweeney. I mean, I could go on. I mean, Lewis Fraser's has done well. I hate this part of the job. Hate it.
You have to pick one.
I know.
We can't have a joint play of a match. They can't chop the PlayStation in half. Just remember
6
that
months and 6 months. Every year.
Just remember that whoever you choose will be going home with a brand new PlayStation 4, and they'll be joining his face all the way home.
Well, this is the problem. The stress and pressure of the responsibility of giving that great piece of kit, the most deserving, is weighing heavy on my shoulders.
Or we could give it to nobody and take it home ourselves. That's an option.
Oh, yeah. I think you've been outstanding this game. Right, I have made my decision. It's sort of funny. Very, very difficult. Tweet your answers whenever you want. I'll
Yes.
keep you in suspense.
At John_Scales, is it? Yeah, he's the man. Oh, let's
There's a
just hold on a
chance.
second. Here's Broom looking for his hat-trick. Now he's back on the pitch. It would be terrible for a man to score a hat-trick and not win a man of the match.
Don't put pressure on me. Now listen, he's been phenomenal. He's been, I think, mature beyond his age in goal. He's shown class. He's pulled off some fantastic saves. Joe Young is my man of the match. I think he's been, I don't know, he's just shown something about his body language, the control of the penalty area, how he's communicated with the back four, how he's come out and pushed them out. The whole game he's been really switched on, and I think he's played, like you said, I think he could play at almost under 16 level.
Yeah.
And not look out of place at all. His stature, his confidence, and I think that's what shone out most for me. You can't argue that Jack Hodnett hasn't had an absolutely fantastic game. I think the mileage he's put in around the pitch has been phenomenal. Lewis Fraser's been great. Reiki, Jack Broom, Jack Sweeney.
Yeah.
And from Whitgift, there's been some fantastic performances you picked out.
Absolutely. And this man is Musiala.
Oh, he's worked tirelessly and relentlessly for the good of his team to try and drag them back into it, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
But I think Joe Young is the one for me that is the worthy recipient of that
Look
nice
at Broom.
PlayStation
Look at
4.
Broom. He's through here. He looks like he misses for his hat trick. What a save!
That's a brilliant save.
Superb save, low to his right. Let's see this through again. This is Jack Broom. I think it's too late for your man of the match, Jack, but absolutely superb. And that's a cracking save. Low down right. There he is, Joe Young, the goalkeeper for Thomas Telford, has been given the player of the match here by John Scales. He's just seen it on the big screen. Big grin on his face. Congratulations, Joe. Yes, you've deserved it, lad. You've been there whenever there was a little half chance, and when you've noticed your defence was slightly out, you've been in there to sort it out. Maturity beyond his years. I think you summed it up perfectly saying that, John.
Well, it's just rare at that age that you get a player who's got that maturity, especially in goal, I think. And what I like about it is he clearly must work incredibly hard.
Yeah.
You know, away from the game, training, working at his specialist area. The goalkeepers are such a tricky area to train on your own often. No, some fine performances elsewhere. I've really enjoyed this game, haven't you?
It's been great. Yeah, from the opening minutes when it really did get the fiery start, and then we saw Telford turn on the star with Broom, and especially long distance attempt just wide.
Cool. Good strike from Zach Ashworth.
Difficult decision, John. I do agree. I think the forward line, Hodnett and Broom, probably are looking at each other. Might have a chat in the change. What do we have to do?
Well, I know they will, and that's what I think that's why I was struggling with it, because they've won 5-0.
Yeah,
they've scored 3 between them. Set up each other as well. I mean,
yeah, it's a tough one. It's one where you'd probably like to give 2 or 3 awards out, isn't it? Because there have been exceptional performances around the pitch, and you're trying to compare apples and oranges.
I think it's easier for them to know that they've won this match for Thomas Telford. They're the match winners. They will get all the plaudits. They've scored the goals and been brilliant in this game. I just felt that Joe Young, for what he's done, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He looks so mature. He looks like a keeper who could go on and really have a fantastic future ahead of him. And I think sometimes goalkeepers in that sort of situation with a 5-0 win will get overlooked, and yet he's just caught my eye and your eye, and I think rightly so.
Yeah. Nice skills down the left-hand side. Yes. Oh, it's all the way in. Oh, Broom for the hat-trick.
There it is.
There he is. Hat-trick man, Jack Broom. Well, he's not going home with a PlayStation, but he might be going home with a football tonight. And Thomas Telford have won this match. 5 minutes additional time to be played. That's a completely dominant performance. As we look at the replay here, lovely run down the left here from Lewis Fraser.
He's had an outstanding game as well.
We've not mentioned him, and he's been fantastic, hasn't he, at left back?
We have a few times. I think he's done brilliantly. When he's needed to tackle and get back, he's done well. When he's got forward, he's done fantastic well. I mean, Jack Broom has been off the pitch for quite some time, but he's come on and still managed to get his 3rd goal, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had 20 minutes off the pitch and still scored the hat-trick. 60-minute hat-trick for, 50-minute hat-trick for Jack Broom. What a solid performance. Well, you know, I was doing my Devon Brown technique with you, suggesting in the last match that maybe a goalkeeper should win the match.
Oh yeah, of course.
So yeah, you know, you never know. You'll notice I've written goalkeeper in hieroglyphics all around your papers. But wonderful and a well-earned PlayStation for Joe Young. I'm sure he'll let some of his mates who are in this team come along and play every so often. Next match coming up is the Under-14 Small Schools Cup Final. Shenfield High School from the Chelmsford area against Stretford Grammar School, not surprisingly from Manchester. Oh, it's a lovely touch here, and this could be another goal. Brilliant. It's Ethan O'Toole. Well, that's wonderful play from the fullback, who almost, we're all looking at the clock thinking, oh, the ref's going to be blowing in a second. Even O'Toole's looking at the ball, and he's put it home for goal number 7 for Thomas Telford. The scoreline is a bit cruel here on Whitgift. There's no way that this is a 7-0, but, well, it is 7 because they scored 7 goals.
That's the speed that caught me out here.
Yeah.
I mean, he accelerated away so quickly. The pace he possessed to get there ahead of the keeper, and then just to have the awareness to just be able to flick it past him.
Yeah. Well, this is incredible. Nearly 1,000 teams here have entered this competition. These are the 2 teams in the final, and Thomas Telford are winning 7-0. You know, the score probably flatters them a little bit, but having said that, they have totally dominated on the forward line and have looked like scoring so many times. If looking for a consolation goal with time running out on the clock. 2 quick goals here. Here's Broom. Whitgift is certainly slowing up a little bit. I think they just can't wait for the final whistle, to be honest. And Thomas Telford are looking for number 8 here. Rohrer hasn't got his name on the score sheet yet. Good tackle from Parks. Rohrer gets the ball back and just overruns.
Boys, what you need when the game's dead and buried, you're sort of very flat, and you've got them looking for their 8th goal.
Yeah.
It's desperate for the whistle to blow now.
And there it does blow. What an astounding performance from Thomas Telford School. They have totally dominated, and well, we're going to see a lot more of these kids in future years, possibly here at the PlayStation Schools Cup Festival. A 7-0 victory over Whitgift. Absolutely incredible performance from the boys. And the fans here, they've had a great time. Of course, Thomas Telford are playing in at 3:30 as well in the Girls' Cup final. Whitgift, yes, it's nice to see actually Whitgift fans encouraged by the teachers, giving Thomas Telford a hearty round of applause as well. They have deserved this, and I think there's a good few fans that have come up the road from Whitgift. Here's a summary of the match. We saw the penalty taken here by Broom. Very solid. He's obviously a goal scorer, this lad. Gave the keeper the eyes. Here's goal number 2. What a ball from Hodnett this is. Broom in on the left, and beautiful finish just over the top of Long, who possibly will look at that and think maybe he went down a fraction early, but it was a one-on-one. Here's goal number 3. The query was that offside? We'll never know, but Hodnett has only got one eye on the back of the net, and he gets a step in on Hamilton yet again. He's a danger through the match, and plays it around the keeper to score 3-0. And this was the one where possibly John was saying it was slightly shoddy defending here. Actually almost a missed kick I think here, but Sweeney's in at the near post, and Whitgift had just left standing in the 6-yard box. Long ball up from Young. This is number 6. Here's Reiki. I feel like I didn't even mention anything about Wimbledon with that sort of goal, John. I should have done.
Route 1.
Bit remiss of me there, yeah.
He handballed it, Reiki, when he slightly.
And here's the run down the left-hand side. Ethan O'Toole crosses in. Broom on the edge of the 6-yard box, gets his hat-trick. Whitgift of just going to their fans and applauding them. It's lovely to see, actually, even after a score like this. And then this is a quite incredible finish from a right-back, Ethan O'Toole. What's he doing on the left wing, I don't know, but he showed incredible pace here, and what a flick from the outside of the foot.
I think we just saw fantastic composure from this side, but we also saw incredible energy and commitment from the whistle as soon as it went in that first kick-off over an hour ago. They showed their intent early on and fully deserved the victory. Fantastic performance from them.
Final score, Thomas Telford School 7, Whitgift School 0 in the under-13 Schools Cup final. We'll be back for the Small Schools Cup at about 1:30. Do stay tuned, presentations are coming, and I'll be going down there to talk to both coaches.
Congratulations, Joe. Got back here for the medals in a second.
Before we get started with the runner-up medals, just want to say thank you to the officials for your support of our group. So, referee, we've got Chauncey Collins, assistant ref, Lee Barnes, and Eddie Cookins. And all the whistles as well, Chloe Smart. Can you get a round of applause please for the officials? Doing the awards ceremony today, Mike Smith and Jerry Smith from the ESFA. So, the runners-up of the ESFA PlayStation under-13 Schools Cup for Boys final. Whitgift School. Can we get a round of applause please for the runners? Come on! Right, number 1 also ranked number 13, Sam Lockley, he's the captain. Number 2, Ed Chapman. Number 3, U13 Basaco. Number 4, Andres Perez Garcia. Number 5, Stephen Hamilton. Number 6, Ollie Marks. Number 7, George Ty. Number 8, Vika Marie. Number 9, Jamal Musala. Number 10, Oscar Larsok. Number 11, Jonah Conte. Number 14, Freddie Green. Number 15, Owen Finn, also with Green Academy, the program inside. Number 12, Carl Patel. Number 16, Zach Smiler. So am I, sorry. There we go. Sorry, buddy. There we go, guys. Can we get a round of applause again? Come on! Fantastic, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. John, cheering you, banners, everything. And I love it, little short trip as well, quality stuff. I love that, man, that's quality. I love it.
Okay, one last time. You are runners up. Whitgift School! Great job. And now for the winners of the ESFA PlayStation under-13 Schools Cup for Boys. Thomas Telford School! Number 2, Ethan School. Number 3, Lewis Fraser. Number 4, Tom Phillips. Number 5, Jack Sweeney. Number 6, Joe Mitchell. Number 7, Jack Cruz. Number 9, Jack Collins. Number 10, Aaron Ruggie. Number 11, Amand Gill. Number 12, Tommy Prescott. Number 13, Sam O'Brien. Number 14, Alex Johnson. Number 15, Malachi Garcia. captain of your Thomas Telford School, Zach Ashworth! I'm going to have a massive round of applause for your trainers, coaches and managers, please! And I'll do some focus job. Okay, well done, Sam. Okay, here we are. You can just take the stage away. Get rid of this table. Go with these 2 second steps. Just go do a bit of photos first. Just back where you were. You're perfect where you were. There we are. Great stuff. Just do some photos. Good stuff. Okay, over to you, Dan. Winners of the ESFA PlayStation Under-13 Schools Cup for Boys, Thomas Telford
Andrew, coach for manager of a Whitgift team. We spoke yesterday. You had a great win yesterday. Today a little bit different, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely tied his turn today. Difficult game for our boys, but I must say straight away to Thomas Telford, congratulations. I thought they were outstanding today and probably put together near enough a perfect match, which unfortunately we couldn't compete with today.
No, Thomas Telford are a class act. You know, you've got a good team. There's nearly 1,000 teams entered this competition. That's just incredible to reach the final, have gone through so many rounds. You've had some real cracking games to get here. And it sort of sours it a little bit, but is that going to be the message that you're going to say to the guys back when you're in the dressing room? Say, just remember how many teams you're representing in this final today.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's a huge achievement and an honour to get to a final, down to the last 2. As I said, we were beaten by the better side, and I think the message to the boys will be that we need to learn from this today. You know, when we are under severe pressure, which we were at times today, and when things are going against us, you know, it's time for the boys, you know, to stick to what they know best. And I thought at times today, you know, we crumbled a little bit. So I think it's a learning lesson going forward that, you know, they're a team that maybe we could imitate or copy for future.
Yeah. And I've got to say, you know, I've said in commentary, in fact, I saw your rugby man, Chris, here earlier. You know, what a turnout for football finals from Whitgift School to show that you're not just a one sport. You know, you do multiple sports, and to reach 2 finals is fantastic here.
No, thank you for that, and I agree. You know, we are a school that pride ourselves on many sports and many other curriculum activities other than that. And a big thank you to the headmaster for allowing so many boys to come up today. It's a shame maybe we couldn't win the trophy for them, but no, a huge amount of support, and I think the boys are happy to have a day off school as well.
I think so, and it was lovely to see sportsmanship. You know, they gave a bit of grief out during the match, but at the end they stood and applauded, and that was lovely to see, wasn't it?
No, definitely. We pride our school with high expectations and standards, and we'd expect no less. So it's nice that you noticed that.
No, Andrew, well, look, well done, and I think the lads can hold their head up high. You know, they've rolled into an absolute cracking team here today. Safe journey home, well done.
Thank you.
John Arnold, Manager of a very, very good Thomas Telford team. You know, what a game for your lads today. How good were they?
I think they were brilliant today, weren't they? We're really proud of all of them. I can't single any one of them out for being better than any of the others.
John Scales gave a man of the match to your goalkeeper. When you've won 7 goals to 0, unusual for a goalkeeper to get it, but he was absolutely raving about him and said every time Whitgift looked threatening, he was there and snuffed it out in no time at all.
Yeah, Joe's an excellent player. We're really proud of him. It's strange when someone scores a hat-trick they don't get man of the match, but yeah, he did keep us in the game in the first half, Joe.
Well, there is a message from John Scales I need to pass on. If you could pass on to the players that he did have it very. If it was up to him, he did give them 3 PlayStations out to Hodner, to Broom, and to the goalkeeper. But he had to go for 1, and it was the goalkeeper in the end. So please pass it on. You know, the boys, they're still young. You've got plenty more years with them. You must be really looking forward to the years to come.
Yeah, can't wait. Hopefully we can do the same next year, the year after. I think they were brilliant. They're only going to get better. So.
What sort of legacy, like, you know, what are the boys doing here in training with them? Like, the finishing and the, you know, they're absolutely superb out on the, you know, Des Little and Steve, you know, must be doing a great job.
I think Des Little and Paul Bullock do loads of training with them. It's high quality training, but also I think their parents, you know, lots of support, getting them to and from matches and training is really helpful.
Well, look, John, thank you for your time. Go and enjoy yourself with them. Great performance.
Thank you.